ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mackenzie Lambert, your host for Mack and the Movies. We are now 6 days past the 2016 presidential elections, and many people are worried that the end of the world is upon us. Well, in keeping with those fears of the pending apocalypse, let's take a look at a film that presents such an environment. This week we are going to take a look at the influential post-apocalyptic sci-fi dark comedy A Boy and His Dog, starring Don Johnson, Jason Robards, and Tim McIntyre.
A boy and his dog can go fishing. A boy can teach a dog to bring a dish in when he's hungry. A boy and a dog can be happy sitting down.
In the future, the world has been decimated to ruins. The remnants of humanity scavenge and pillage what they need to survive. In this particular version of the future, dogs have a telepathic connection to their masters. While other masters rely on their dogs for protection and finding supplies, Vic uses his dog, Blood, to find women. One night, the dog picks up the scent of a woman. After saving the girl from raiders, Vic spends the night with her. The next morning, she's gone. They follow her and find a mysterious structure in the middle of nowhere. Blood stays on the surface while Vic goes down below. Underground, Vic finds an entire society resembling the pre-apocalypse. The society's leader, Lou Craddock, captures Vic by using his own daughter to lure him in. Craddock plans on using Vic to repopulate the society through a process that can only be described as mechanized milking. Will Vic make it out alive? The post-apocalypse has been a creative haven for many authors, video game developers, and filmmakers. Fallout, The Road Warrior, I Am Legend, Delicatessen, World War Z, and Aftermath provide glimpses into unsavory futures. A Boy and His Dog did so, but with unusual characters, and the work itself would influence some of the aforementioned titles. Don Johnson delivers an impressive performance as Vic. He's a welcomed alternative to the macho anti-heroes like Mad Max or Snake Plissken. Johnson has an impulse-driven immaturity that makes him endearing, or at least entertaining to watch. Tim McIntyre as the voice of the dog gives the film its humor. His gruff voice and the sight of the scruffy dog associated with him fits. Granted, it's absurd, but for genre fans, it's a believable concept. His calm demeanor nicely juxtaposes with Johnson's over-the-top acting. While not on screen for very long, Jason Robards brings a Jekyll Hyde dynamic to the role of Craddock. Some scenes have him portrayed as a southern gentleman, while others give him an air of authoritarianism. Future villains like President John Henry Eden and the Governor have their roots in Robards' character. The direction of L.Q. Jones with the cinematography of John Arthur Morrill is simple but very effective. This take on the future has an emphasis on grit as opposed to style. The minimalist nature to the set design and costuming present an authentic depiction of this future. The dichotomy between the world on the surface and the world below was a nice touch. On the surface, you're fighting for your life, but you're free to do as you wish. In the society below, you may feel safe, but you're at the mercy of an iron-fisted ruler. Another interesting element to the film is the play on the Timmy and Lassie relationship through Vic and Blood. Our popular culture likes to put emphasis on the pairing of a boy and the dog. Lassie and Frankenweenie immediately come to mind. Will Smith and Sam provided the most heartfelt moments in I Am Legend. Modifying that notion with the dog as superior to the human is what separates A Boy and His Dog from other films. A Boy and His Dog stands as an unromantic take on the post-apocalypse that now seems lost. Films of this subgenre have adopted a stylistic approach, granted that may be due to society no longer living under the threat of nuclear annihilation under the Cold War. A Boy and His Dog may very well represent a brand of sci-fi deemed unappealing in the wake of escapism like Star Wars and Escape from New York. In that respect, the film is worth seeking out. Its status as public domain makes the film an easy one to find. And that wraps up this review for A Boy and His Dog. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe to stay informed of future content. Stay tuned for After the Credits for a preview of next week's film. I'm Mackenzie Lambert with Mack the Movies. Take care, folks.
Don't say we didn't warn you. The mad doctor of Blood Island is coming your way soon. And he's waiting for you. Why don't you pay him a visit? No appointments are necessary, but bring along your courage. You will need it. Yes, indeed.